You know, it's funny how sometimes the most familiar words, the ones we've heard 1,000 times, can hold the most profound secrets. Today, we're going to dive into a famous passage from the Bible and uncover this hidden layer of meaning that, I'm telling you, transforms a simple instruction into this passionate, cosmic love story.
All right, so I'm sure a lot of us have heard this verse from Exodus, and on the surface it seems pretty straightforward, doesn't it? God is telling Moses, go collect an offering from the people, a gift that comes willingly from the heart. It's a foundational moment, a clear command to give.
But what if there's way more to it? What if the original language is hiding this incredible drama that we just totally miss in our English translations? Is this really just about giving, or is something else entirely being proposed here?
To figure this out, we've got to go back, all the way back to the original Hebrew. And our very first clue is this little linguistic puzzle that honestly seems like a flat-out contradiction. Let's see how this whole thing starts to unravel.
Okay, so here's where it gets really wild. This is the heart of the whole mystery. The verse says the people should bring an offering, and that Moses should take it. I mean, those are opposites, right? Bringing and taking. And yet, in Hebrew, both of those words spring from the exact same root, Laqach. How in the world can one word mean both to give and to receive?
And the answer, oh, it's just brilliant. Laqach isn't just any old word for take. It's the specific, joyful, triumphant word a bridegroom would shout to his whole community after his marriage proposal was accepted. It's a cry of victory, of love. Laqach, I have taken a bride for myself. So right away, this offering is framed not as some simple transaction, but as part of a marriage proposal.
So, if we're talking about a marriage proposal, well then that completely changes what this offering is all about. It's not just some random gift, it's something much more specific, much more significant. It's a dowry.
Now, in Hebrew culture, and this is different from some others you might know, the groom paid a dowry to the bride's father. And let's be super clear, this was not about buying a wife. It was this profound gesture. It was the groom's way of proving, I can care for her, I can provide for our new family. And in this incredible metaphor, Israel is playing the part of the groom, presenting this dowry to the Heavenly Father.
Remember how the verse said the gift had to be given willingly? Well, the Hebrew word for that is Nadab, which means a voluntary gift. See how that fits perfectly? A dowry wasn't some kind of tax or a cold, calculated fee. No, it was a voluntary outpouring of the groom's desire, given freely, from the heart.
And it gets even deeper. When it says with his heart, the Hebrew word is lev. Now, sure, lev means heart, but it carries this much richer meaning of intense passion, of real desire. It's not just about what you feel, it's about the fire behind that feeling.
So when you put all of that together, the voluntary gift, the passion, you get this incredible idea. The dowry was basically a physical measurement of passion. The size of the gift, given completely voluntarily, was a direct public reflection of just how deeply the groom desired his bride.
Okay, let's just take a breath and recap. We've got a groom, that's Israel. We've got a dowry, that's the offering. And we have the father of the bride, that's God, right? But that leaves one massive, hanging question, the one that completes the entire picture.
Yeah, who is the bride in this cosmic romance? Who is this whole passionate offering even for? Well, the answer lies in this absolutely beautiful and mystical Jewish tradition.
The bride is the Kallah Shabat, the Sabbath Bride. Now, in Jewish mysticism, this isn't an actual person. It's this divine concept, the Shekinah Glory, the tangible, real, dwelling presence of God. It represents the feminine, the nurturing, the merciful side of the divine. The Sabbath Bride is this presence that's welcomed in every single week to start the Sabbath. She represents the ultimate intimacy with God, a little taste of heaven, right here on earth. She's that loving, caring presence that all of creation really longs for. And that is who the dowry is for.
Okay, this is it. Now we can finally connect all the dots. We've got the groom, we have the dowry, the passion, and the bride. And now we can give this unique offering its true name and understand what it really is.
The specific Hebrew word for this offering in Exodus, it's terumah. And a terumah isn't just any old gift. It is specifically a contribution given to express a deep passion and a longing for intimacy with the divine presence, the Shekinah Glory of God.
And that is what makes a Terumah totally different from other offerings you read about.
You see words like korban or Minchah, and a lot of times those are kind of transactional. You give them to get something back. Forgiveness, prosperity, healing. A terumah is on a whole different level.
I want to be crystal clear about this. A terumah is not a bribe. It is not a cosmic vending machine where you pop in a gift and hope a blessing falls out. Not at all. Its entire purpose is relational, not transactional. It is an expression, not a payment.
And all of this leads us to the real heart of the matter, the final truth about the terumah. It completely reframes the whole idea of giving to God, taking it away from obligation and putting it right in the middle of pure desire.
And here it is, the final, powerful truth. A terumah is given in direct proportion to how much you long for intimacy. It's not about how much stuff you have. It's about how much you desire that divine connection, that closeness with the Sabbath bride.
This just changes the whole question, doesn't it? The ultimate question behind this kind of offering isn't about some general feeling of affection or duty. It's not simply asking, hey, how much do you love God?
No, it's asking something way deeper, more personal, more passionate. It's asking, how much do you truly long to be intimate with Him? It's a measure of desire, of that ache, that yearning for His presence in your life.
And that's the thought I really want to leave you with. What would change for us if we saw every act of giving, every offering we make in our lives, not as a duty we have to check off a list, but as a passionate expression of our longing for connection? What if every gift we gave was really a terumah,